You know, we created this exhilarating ride like a roller coaster, you know. You love to get on a roller coaster and have that, for some reason, you know, you like that, but you wouldn't want to be on that roller coaster all the time. And unfortunately, that's what happened, is we got stuck in this drama. The manufacturing that came out of the mind, this whole world of drama and emotion and so on, it's not really real, but we got stuck in it. What's really real is those subtle feelings inside of joy, peace. And they're there all the time. All a person has to do is go to it. And one of the best ways to do that is through the breath. It's not meditation, but it's just taking some breathing in, allowing the air to come in and go all the way into the belly. If you ever watch a little baby, young little infant, it's breathing all the time through its nose. It's coming in way down into the belly and out. It's just naturally breathing. And while it's being busy having an experience, doing its thing, it's just breathing. And it's, you know, at that age, it's before the mind gets the little human, trapped into a story of who I think I am and what that means for me. You know, and everyone who's struggling out there with their issues, whatever it is, it's all about a story that they created for themselves, and now they're feeling trapped in it. They don't really know what to do about that story. But when they understand that they created the story and all the circumstances were created by them based on the choices they were making, then they can uncreate something that doesn't seem to be working any longer. Because it really worked at the time. I mean, you wouldn't have created it if it didn't have some purpose or value for you. That's the thing. When we get trapped into this idea that we're victims and we become addicted to suffering, now we have a need for people to see us as that. Because if you're not seeing me as a victim in suffering, then I'm not, what am I doing? Because, you know, you feel like you're out of your box. That's your box, is that I'm the victim who suffers. So we probably all know somebody who just loves to talk about all the horrible things that are going on in their lives. They talk about it with a great deal of glee. They love it. But they really don't like it because that's why they're talking about it. They're actually talking about it because they want to figure out a way out of this hell. And they're just talking about it and talking about it, and they're talking to themselves, really. And eventually they will talk themselves out of it when they finally realize that they're the one who's creating it all along. But that, you know, that's everyone's waking up at their own level, their own pace. There's no rules to this awakening process. You know, it's not like some new religion that's on the rise here, where there's somebody dictating certain things. No, it's nothing. In fact, it's probably the opposite. Every human being is finding their own personal inner connection with that source energy, that divine being. And they're discovering that it's not outside of them, it's actually who they are. So if you were to step outside your physical body, you'd realize that you're a being of consciousness. And you'd see yourself as that being of consciousness. Another amazing thing is that as a being of consciousness, we've learned to take energy and to use it and work with it. And energy itself is extremely neutral. Its nature is actually unconditional. Which means that if you take energy and you input your vibration and your whole entire being into that energy, whatever that is, the energy turns around and serves you in that way. So if you want to be a victim and you want life to be dramatic so that you can have a story to tell people, then you mold your energy in that way and it comes back and shows you that and it serves you in that way. So energy is unconditional. It doesn't care. You're making the choice. It's supporting you. It's completely in service to you. All energy is in service to you because in truth, you're the master of your life. It's really the same thing with your body as well, actually. Every cell in your body is literally in service to you. So what the mind believes, the belief systems that are going on in the mind, again, most of it probably planted there by religion and various, you know, family, school. A lot of things will plant varying belief systems in us. And again, nothing wrong with belief systems, Those belief systems serve us or they don't. Or they serve us for a while and then we realize, oh, now they don't. So, but whatever those belief systems are, your body is basically, all the cells in your body are basically just listening to that, and whatever it is, it's almost like the cells are saying, you hear that? That's what the master's saying. The master's saying that I'm not a worthy person and that I'm terrible, and as I'm eating this horrible food, it's probably not good for me, but I like it, so I'm going to eat it. But you're thinking that it's not good for you, and the cells are basically just, the master says this isn't good for him, so let's support that. So then the body decides this is not good for me, and it follows in what you're telling it, you see. So it isn't so much what you're putting in your body, it's the energy that's flowing within you that's going to make a difference for what your body is and how it serves you. You know, disease is just that. Dis-ease. It's when your mind is out of ease from the natural flow that your body flows. Your body and everything in your body flows naturally. But if you direct it differently, it'll support you. It's unconditional. It doesn't have any agenda of its own.